Alright, welcome to something that I saw and definitely wanted to play. This. I don't know what this is. It's a door-based game. Assuming it's a point-and-click adventure. The music so far has been fantastic. But this is Chicken Police. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm pretty excited to find out what kind of madness is next. So let's go along to the new game. Let's see what kind of chicken policing our bird-like friends can give us. Game 1. Dead men are heavier, broken hearts.
I ran out to get a pack of
Let's
cigarettes,
see.
but I left my wallet at home. Yeah, that's me. I'm getting old. My name is Sonny Featherland, an investigator for 20 years, and once the star of the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department, one half of the legendary Chicken Police. But buying a pack of smokes is more than I can handle right now. Maybe I should just lay low. Yeah, I'll do that. The most colorful place in the wilderness. For all the gods, what bullshit. The last clucking color left this city years ago. And slowly I'll turn gray too.
Somebody stole the color? It's a nifty premise.
Still, what do I expect? We're living in a vast experiment, and don't even notice that everything got clucked up a long time ago. We believe in this wonderland of peaceful coexistence. Wolves and sheep, chickens and hounds. Yeah, sure, why not?
You're driving
It's
a
just
car.
ridiculous. The dog eats the chicken. It's in our nature. I'm not propping up the illusion anymore. 121 days, and it's over. Retirement.
Chop.
What could possibly go wrong?
I don't know. An explosion. Law City. Aurora Rock District. Fort Worth, City. It's a dough.
Ah, crap. My office lock is a piece of shit if a dame can pick it. She stood in the darkness. The light painted stripes on her body. It whispered secret little things that were never there in the first place. But she was no zebra. Reality was just a light switch away. Elizabeth or Charlotte? I was sure she'd have a sophisticated-sounding name. She had a bygone look in her eyes, older than this ancient building, and perhaps the whole city itself. Or maybe I'm just drunk.
You could be just
But
drunk.
she was the first womanly thing in my place for a long time, so I had to give her a chance.
Alright. I don't even know what my name is. Got the notebook. Notebook is the detective's best friend. Here, gather vital information about the suspects or victims and the locations you will visit. How does it work? Click on the text-based your notebook. Transcribe. So, I ain't got no people. That place, though, Tell Atlas, used to be a nice place. Now we're competing against Charlotte by decades. By decay first. The hotel's winning, but honestly, I'm not that far behind. So, got a couple places, some codex. So we can ask about the Chicken Police. The Chicken Police is a famous detective doer. Santiago Sony. His name. With a lens in Marty McChicken gained fame. Case the press called the Bloody New Year's Eve. They flew high for almost 10 years when a fateful brawl put an end to their legend. A series of novels about them by Redith H. published 10 books over the 7 years. The series faded out of public interest, as did the chicken police itself. Yes, dads. I'm a green one. Shouldn't be a green one. Yeah, it just shows me what to look at.
She doesn't seem so dangerous that I need to grab my gun, but you never know. My last cigarette. You're lucky I don't have a light, pal. My wallet and my badge. The wallet is real. The badge ain't. Chief Bloodboil took mine. So I got this one out of a pack of cornflakes. Just in case.
I mean, you know, at least you're still in a world where they give away things to
I wanted to travel the world when I was a
people in
kid.
lunchboxes.
But I think I'm going to end up dead in
cereal
here,
boxes.
whether I like it or not. Behind that door lies the kingdom of dirty clothes, cigarette butts, and empty bottles.
Possibly a bed. Oh, turn the lights on and off. Let's turn the lights on.
The Wild Gentlemen. Those guys rebuilt the city after the Great Fire of 867. My heroes when I was a little chick.
867.
I'm starting to think they should have left Clawville as it was, burned to the ground. We used to be star cops a few years ago. Tabloid press, radio interviews, and even a book series. I don't miss those days. Of course, Marty, my old partner, would disagree. He just loved the spotlight.
No,
This is one of the most beautiful memories from my old life. Before Molly left me and took our daughter.
And she took the chicks.
M.B. Davis, the eternal king of jazz. The photo is from the days of jazz prohibition. I only heard the old man live one time, but I'll never forget that night. And not only because I woke up at the harbor without my gun, my badge, and my pants.
Oh, shoot.
The good things in life don't last long. The best ones always leave first. I saw that in the window of a shoe store. I never understood it, or what it had to do with shoes.
Well, sometimes just a good quote is good to put up.
I don't even know where the key is. Whatever's inside is gonna stay there forever.
Come on, you're a hardened cop. Break it open.
I promised myself I'd write a novel one day.
Oh, okay. Cheap
Every
whiskey.
whiskey has the same color nowadays, at least in this price range. I don't even know what these papers are. Books I'm never gonna read. Maybe nobody ever has.
Oh, nah, come on. Somebody's probably read them.
I don't see colors anymore. Only emptiness. Everything faded. I need another drink.
Yeah, that's not gonna make it better, but let's talk to the dough. Look at the dough.
Who is this dame, anyway? And what the cluck is she doing in my apartment on New Year's Eve?
Celebrating New Year's. Duh. Let's talk to her.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Deborah, Miss Deborah Ibanez.
You're mistaken, ma'am.
Oh, really? Please enlighten me, Mr. Featherland.
You like that I'm pointing?
I'm not a private eye. I'd recommend Mr. Philmar Lowe instead of me. He's a nice guy.
Believe me, Mr. Featherland, it's not an accident
Turn on the
I
autoplay.
came to you.
Look, miss, I work for the police, and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept private commissions even if I wanted to. Not even from a classy dame like you.
Oh, she's
Am I
classy.
that easy to read?
That's my job. But tell me, since you've invited yourself in, would you like a drink?
Probably hitting on the ladies.
I don't usually drink.
Well, I've got to have one, and it'd be rude of me to drink alone. So, maybe some sherry?
Oh, you have
If you
wine?
insist, but bourbon, please.
Shoot, she wants the hard shit.
Thank the wild ones. That's all I have.
What a coincidence.
So come on, spill it from the beginning.
God. Dink. Oh, what the hell did we learn? Nothing, bro. Essential items.
Oh man, I totally get you.
Get it? It's just,
Ironic, but ever since I've been on furlough, with only my fake badge sitting in my cabinet, I feel more like a cop than I ever had before. More like a Clawville cop, anyway.
fake
I haven't
cops.
dusted you off in a while, partner. Looks like I may be needing you now.
Oh shoot. The only person I have. It's errands. Wild one. Three gods are revered in most places across the wilderness. They're the great wild ones who make up the holy trinity of creation, destruction, and silence. Harriet is the goddess of creation. Piptia is the lord of destruction, and Nuvatiti is the genderless ghost of silence and nothingness, the balance between creation and destruction. Is there more? Oh, name, species, gender, pretty and fragile, nothing too special.
That's
Let's keep
better.
talking.
Now, if I understand correctly, your mistress is receiving threats. What kind of threats exactly?
It's a very strange matter. First, there were letters. Then it came printed on a wine bottle's label, sent as a gift. Then carved into a brick, thrown through the window.
Jeez.
And finally, they painted it on the wall of the house in giant red letters.
I think it's time to dig a little deeper. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you some routine questions.
Please, that's why I'm here.
To be asked questions. Who comes to a detective agency to be asked questions? The milady is the target of some strange attack. All of them are written, but it's underlined. Make sure you know what's going on. Focus on what you know about the suspect. Is he or she suspicious? Concentrate on suspicious. I am suspicious. Why are you suspicious? Why is there a chicken yelling at me? Their impressions from the suspect. Every impression adds a new question line. Your detective meter, your best friend, shows you how a question is going. But on the positive side, blah. Like that. It's 100.
I must be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy, which I can use to my advantage. But I must be careful about what I say to her, or I could scare her off.
Be aggressive.
Let's start gently, and when the time comes, we can go in hard.
Okay, Sonny. Got it.
Who exactly are you, ma'am?
I'm not somebody important, Mr. Featherland.
You're important enough to deal with such a delicate matter, right?
I carry out the wishes of my employer, nothing more. This means simple paperwork, most of the time.
You've been thrown into deep water, sweetheart. Tell me, can you even swim?
Believe me, this is just as unpleasant for me as it is for you, if not even more.
Let's see.
You're not very confident. Are you sure you're all right?
Yes, excuse me. I'm just a bit nervous. I've never done anything like this before.
Talk to the
Breaking
police.
into the apartments of strangers isn't that big a deal. Some people do it as a hobby.
Please don't make fun of me, Mr. Featherland. This is hard for me as it is.
You're right. Sorry.
Shy, doubtful.
Did you come alone? All by yourself?
I took the subway, then the tram, and then I walked. It wasn't easy to find this place, and to be honest, I had to be discreet.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm starting to get the picture.
I'm
This
not.
is quite unpleasant for me.
Oh.
Why did you come to visit me? Why
To
not your
stick to the
employer
questions.
herself?
My employer is Miss Natasha Katsenko.
Oh, it's a
She
cat.
hasn't been leaving her home lately, only if she really has to.
How so?
Miss Natasha is afraid. She's scared because of those unwanted messages, and everyone knows who she is.
I don't know who she is.
So she's that kind of woman.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you do, Deborah. Thank you, by the way. We're finally getting somewhere.
Jeez,
We
man.
avoided the point long enough. Deborah's hiding something, no question. Let's focus on that.
Okay, we'll try to. I see he wants me to do that one. Hiding. What do you
What
want
do you
from
want
me?
from me?
Me?
Oh, don't be silly, Deborah. I mean your employer. I was just talking to myself out loud.
Well, Miss Katsenko thinks you're a great detective, and you're also reliable. That's why I came.
Did she also give you the lockpick?
Please, could you let this go?
No,
really
I'm not gonna let it go.
embarrassed.
Sorry, sweetheart. I'm just teasing you. As soon as I saw you, you were forgiven.
That's very nice of you.
It has nothing to do with being nice, Deborah, but you're welcome.
Jeez, you're such a flirty chicken.
Don't you think this whole thing is a little suspicious?
Quite a bit
Look, Santino,
suspicious.
I'll explain everything.
I have no doubt about that. You look just the type, sweetheart. No offense.
I'll take that as a compliment. Or maybe I'll act like I haven't heard it.
You see, we're starting to understand each other. If you won't come clean, what's the point of all this?
But, Mr. Featherland,
I'm sorry, sweetheart, but I'm way too old for this game.
please, just think again. For me and my mistress's sake.
Oh man. Okay.
Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all?
Because my mistress trusts you.
Should
How's
that be
that?
enough?
If you really like what she thinks you are, then yes.
Damn, what can I say to that?
No,
Look,
that's what you could say.
I didn't mean to back you up against the wall.
You have a way with words, sweetheart. Did you ever want to be a cop?
No, not for the world.
Heh, smart answer. Be honest and tell me what you're so afraid of.
Me with that
No,
gun.
Mr. Featherland, my mistress's partner is Hobart Wessler. Or as most people know him,
The weasel.
Ibn Wessler, the Kingpin.
Oh, the kingpin.
exactly.
Feathery gods, help me.
So you get it now. The secrecy.
To put it mildly, I think I understand it all. Wessler. This little piece of the puzzle changes everything.
60%. He's a decent cop. That's how you do it, partner. Not quite like old times, but you still got it. This gangster. Just got some things. She's afraid. Bolster strengths. The Wessler. Cat. Special features. Green eyes. So am I. Yep. Playboy. Current girlfriend of gangster. Good looking, charismatic, and looking gangster. One of the most well-known gangsters in Clawville. Real estate Mongol. Big director, museum owner, distiller, smuggler, and future broker.
Why don't you take it to the police? Just go there and file a report.
The
Photos,
gangster.
flashing lights, fingerprints. You know the drill. The evidence is very clear. Even a moderately talented detective could easily wrap this case up. Or just try the phone. 555-111.
Please, take a look at this.
Well, okay. Let's see.
Look at it. What we got? Yeah, we got a club. I can't read this at all. Molly, very well. Please, who did this? Deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. It's a trusted friend.
I know Molly very well. Please note this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as gentleman. N.
A joy.
I felt like I'd been hit on the back of my head with a blackjack. Reality tilted.
A blackjack.
Molly. Good gods. What was her name doing there? I glanced at the opposite wall with the well-worn picture frames. Like an eternally dark hole in the wall. A missing piece. She was wearing a light silk dress and singing a lullaby. The waves caressing her beautiful long legs. Why Molly? Why now?
Why would you care if it's been so long? Just forget about
Mr.
Molly.
Featherland? Santino, are you all right?
What the hell is this supposed to mean?
I don't know anything, Mr. Santino. My mistress told me to give this to you. She said you'd understand. Don't you?
Oh, of course I understand, Miss Ibanez. I get it very well. But this case is becoming more and more confusing. It's starting to look like blackmail.
Blackmail?
Don't play innocent with me.
But
All right. When can I visit?
Tomorrow
visit
evening.
me?
Not you. Miss Katsenko.
Just like, okay,
Oh,
she's
yes.
kidding.
You can find her at the Czar Club.
Didn't you tell me she's not the social kind? That she's especially unsociable? Or does she only like loud and crowded clubs?
No, she's really not like that. But she owns the place.
Judging by the flyer, it must be a very busy club, especially on New Year's Eve, right?
I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding Miss Katsenko. But there's one small problem, Mr. Featherland.
Let me guess.
Yes.
Mr. Wessler better not know about my visit.
Exactly. How did you know?
20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please, call me Sonny.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Sonny.
I'll talk about the rest with Ms. Katsenko in person. A good friend of mine would be happy to take you home if you'd like.
I'd appreciate that, Sonny.
Rabbit. Person. Tasha must know my wife, Molly. I don't think she's your wife anymore. Pretty sure she's divorced you. No, some more information. Lewis. Old friend. This is the owner of the once reputable Atlas Hotel, the one that's falling apart. He's my landlord. Two of us living in this unbelievably enormous hotel. His number is 555-932. Tourist Club.
Thank you again, Mr.
Don't mention it.
I'm so.
Thought so.
Okay. 555-932. 55932. Is it 555-111?
Hey, Lewis. Am I bothering you?
No. Of course not, Sonny. Old friend, what's up?
Could you come over? I've got a favor to ask if you're not busy.
For you, anything. Just a minute.
Thanks, Lewis. We call 555-111.
Corvo PD, how can I help you?
Oh shoot.
Nothing.
Oh man, it just says forget it. It's lame.
Lewis arrived a few minutes later. He lived in the rooms above, so it wasn't difficult getting here. Not to mention that he's a rabbit. It was a quick hop. The Atlas Hotel was his inheritance. It was once a well-renowned place, but not anymore. The last economic crisis ruined it. And now, besides me, He was the only resident of this enormous place.
How's he keeping it? Keeping
Thanks
the
for being
payments.
so quick, Lewis. Can you drive Miss Ibanez home? I have some things to take care of.
Of course, Sonny. You know, anything for you.
Golly,
Thank you
anything.
for being so considerate, Sonny. I appreciate it.
Also, he's
Don't
wearing
mention it.
leather gloves too.
Goodbye, then.
So
Bye.
long, Deborah. Before I visit the club, I have to take a detour. I've got a feeling that this case isn't going to be a one-man job. And there's only one bird in this city
Shoot,
I can
let's go get
trust.
Marty.
My ex-partner, Marty. He's going to be at the station. I can only hope he'll be willing to talk to me.
He better be, because this is a video game and it's all we can kind of do. Alright, let's go. Oh, look at the map. Scene, limited scenes, closed cases. So I'm assuming we'll at the moment. Scene.
It was New Year's Eve, and I was driving, half drunk, risking my whole life's work. But still, it didn't feel any different. Every day was the same. And the 121 days I had left till my retirement seemed like an eternity. When I look out the window of the hotel room I call home, I see the same thing every day. A woman in a red nightgown dances slowly in circles to smooth music. The 9 o'clock show, with a glass of cheap bourbon and the red gown with the silent music. In the meantime, the proud city of Clawville is slowly eating itself alive. And we're still here, with nothing left to lose but our sanity, while others, the smart ones, had already gone. Molly. Does her name really upset me this much? All those years of solitude, and I still jump without question every time I hear it. And then there's Marty, my ex-partner, who hates me. But I know I have to speak with him, no matter what.
That's right, we gotta get all these.
Why do I feel like the past is watching me on this goddamn night?
Chapter 1, Detour.
I knew where to find Marty. At the station, we'd always draw straws about holiday duty. Marty never joined in. He always took the New Year's Eve shift, even though he had someone to go home to. I understood. 10 years ago, we survived the night the press called the Bloody New Year. Forgotten by Clawville, but not by us. We both left parts of ourselves behind that night.
Start to look around at this poster.
Every time this poster disappears, good old Blood Boil puts it right back immediately. I tore it down at least 3 times already. Actually, it's a kind of passive-aggressive game for us with the chief.
The
Did
crest.
you miss me? No?
Same here. Bullet holes.
This
Just shoot
happened
at the
when
police
that old
station.
bloodhound, Blood Boil, was promoted to chief of police.
That's what I guess.
Back in the day, I used to patrol the city's streets in one of these. I don't miss it, but it used to have its advantages.
What, it was big?
Phyllis and Roy's. 2 hedgehogs with an arrogance typical of novice cops. They're as prickly as they look. Officious little shitheads, but harmless.
Suck to him.
Well, look at that. Hey, Sonny, what you scratching out over here?
Oh,
I
he's
heard
got
the
like
big
the
boss threw you out.
Tough luck, boys. I may not be
Pretty
on duty, but I'm still a cop, just like you. Well, more than you.
Hey, you don't have to be so peckish, old bud. By the way, you're on luck.
This is
Blood Boil's not in tonight. Malloy is in charge.
Oh, God. That clumsy buffalo is here tonight. If he doesn't end up in a cell again, he's lucky.
You got it.
You looking for Marty, eh?
I see you're still the brains around here, Phyllis. Yeah, I'm looking for Marty. Birds of a feather flock together.
I see you're still the funny guy around here. You'll find the giant feather duster at the shooting range. As always.
Hey, Royce, I'm telling you this because maybe you'll be able to understand. If this prickly shithead makes another racist remark, I'll strangle him with his own raincoat.
I'd love to see that.
Hey, whose side are you on, you jerk?
Alright. Well, see you guys around.
Here we are again, Clawville Police Department. I've never been good at history, but if I'm not mistaken, this place has been a church, a hospital, and even some insane cult's secret hideout over the years. Anyway, the place holds the secrets of the ages, and some drunk pigs in the basement.
Sounds like a great place.
Marty drinks this shit. I've never tried it, but I'm pretty sure. Honest
Please, Chris.
strength.
What else we got here? Let's go. Where, City Crest.
All it takes is one look, and my comb starts to tingle.
What else we got? Shooting range. Let's talk to some people. It's Monica.
Monica Rosen, receptionist in theory, but in reality, she's doing literally everything around here. Like the beating heart of the PD. Hey, Monica.
Hey, Boss Bird. What are you doing
Boss
here?
Bird.
Shouldn't you be
Cool.
celebrating somewhere?
Every day's a holiday since I got out of here.
I can tell. But what are you doing here? Are you here for a file? You know, I'm a little busy right now.
Yeah, you could look after a few things for me, but first I'd like to talk to Mr. Big Beak McChicken himself. Those two prickly assholes told me he's emptying the magazines in the hole.
Like always. And if he carries on like that, he's gonna use up all our ammo. So it would be nice if you drag him out of there. You know how this day is for him.
For him?
You know I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so just sign here and you're good to go.
Thank you, darling.
How am I signing?
Don't mention it, Boss Bird.
Mort.
Mort Mardigan, a notorious deadbeat. Poor guy's been blind since his teenage years.
Oh, shoot.
But that doesn't stop him from running into trouble. What the cluck did he do this time?
He ran into a wall.
Mort,
I
you
don't know.
scabbious beast. What the hell did you do?
Morty to you, sonny boy. Everything's fine. There was just a bit of trouble in the bar, and someone got knocked on the head with a glass. It wasn't my fault. I'm as blind as a bat, am I right?
Yeah.
Did that ever bother you, Morty?
Listen, sonny boy. Go tell them to leave me alone, eh? It's New Year's Eve, after all, and I didn't even do anything wrong. Not that wrong.
Where's your little lapdog to get you out of this mess? Is that little pimp of a midget still sniffing around you?
Jeffy is a good boy, Sonny. And he's good to me, believe me.
Oh, God, spare me the details. When will you finally realize that little shit's been using you?
Oh, of course he's using me. What could a pretty boy like him want from this old monster, eh? Still, Sonny,
Yeah,
I have
we do.
no
We
one
do, my friend.
else. You understand that, don't you?
Even you deserve better, pal. By the way, you look horrible, even for yourself. Are you feeling okay?
Well, I'm not what I used to be, but neither are you, judging from your voice. But I'm seeing a doctor, sonny boy. I really am.
We need to go see a psychologist.
Don't need to, Mort. I'm fine. Anyway, if Bubo prescribed you something, don't even think about taking it.
I don't talk to that insane owl.
Damn right.
Please, say something on my behalf, okay? I really don't have time for this detective buffalo shit.
Hey,
Golly,
careful
man.
with that. Buffalo Malloy is the chief today.
Like I care.
I'll try to speak for you, but keep it down till then, okay? You don't need this shit, and I don't need it either.
Sonny boy, you've always been a good friend.
More like a clucking pigeon.
I don't get that one, but
Detective Chow Hound Bosco. He thinks he's a real alpha, but nah, he's just a lapdog.
going into
Holy
stuff.
wild ones. Look what the cat dragged in.
Hello to you
Oh,
too,
he's
Bosco.
such a cute little boy.
I see you're busy as always.
I've been sniffing around one of the rundown joints. You know how it goes. And boom,
Boom.
this son of a lizard comes flying out the window. I didn't know the lizards could fly. So, Mort was being a bad boy again. Nothing unusual. And you? Still dying?
That's
I'm
right.
still a cop for another 121 days, Bosco. It's as unpleasant to me as it is to you.
All right. No need to bite. I wasn't trying to mess with you. You have Moses and Plato for that. And of course, Blood Boil.
Let's hope I won't run into any of them tonight.
No, we're going
Looking
to.
for Marty, eh? Ever since you left, he's kind of lost. He's trying to hide it, but he's not the same bird.
Well, I don't think we'll have a teary reunion, thinking about how we parted.
Let me give you some advice, Sonny. Let him rage. He'll be the same after that. Anyway, he was the one that shot you, right? You should be mad, not him.
It's not that simple, Bosco, but we'll see how he reacts.
No,
Thanks
he doesn't
anyway.
shoot me again.
No worries, pal.
Officer.
One of Blood Boil's favorites, mainly because he's a dog. Officer Jardine.
Jardine.
They say she's clever, smart, and dangerous.
He's a cougar.
I'm really not in the mood to meet Deputy Malloy.
Down the shooting.
This is gonna be a hard ride. Last
It's all
time
right,
we
I
saw
believe in
each
you.
other, he had a smoking gun in his hand, and I was bleeding.
Oh,
I don't know how we can get past that,
he
but
definitely
it's
still has a
worth
smoking
try.
gun in his hand.
Long thighs and a big gun. That's Marty's idea of a perfect woman. Can't blame him for it.
I was just about to go when you came in, so if you want shooting practice, maybe turn on the lights first.
You're right. I'm gonna do that.
Anything? Light switch, shooting practice, his gun. Golly, that's a lot of guns. Why is he have a landmine? Why is he have a...
I know her well. Marty calls her Susie, and I have to say, this little she-devil pulled us out of many tough situations over the years.
Hey,
Claudia, tiny, dark, and angry, and hits you where it hurts the most. I believe this piece is forbidden. Cops can't use it, but this
Mitch,
is
he has
Marty's
a
personal
landmine.
collection, so it doesn't matter. At least nobody has ever complained.
Big Bertha.
Her Majesty Big Bertha. Or rather, Big Bertha 2, because there was one before her, a sawed-off little broad, but we lost her in a swamp. Marty cried for a week. But once he saw this giant lady here, the balance of the universe was restored.
Oh, hooray. Oops. Get a hint. Aim your gun at enemies. Avoid shooting the hostages. You can increase your points. Use wisely. Need to reload your gun after 6 shots, just like the Western. Okay. Pew. 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 Gotta reload my gun. Okay. Oops. Let's try this again. because I'm doing really bad. Oops. Already 10,000 or it's ready to beat a score. Ah, damn it. Keep shooting civilians, it's not gonna happen. Let's go, come on, high score. Damn it. It's a bit fitter. $6,000. I can do it. We're getting close. Shoot. 9,000. 10,000. Blow it out of the water. There we go. Yeah. Just score, bitch.
Marty looks good. Big and loud and angry as always. Hey, Marty.
Both roosters.
Oh, well, look who's here. Hello, Boss Bird. Were you lost?
Oh, shit.
This is the PD building, you know?
Cut the shit, Marty. We're better than this.
Well, at least you are. Better than anyone, huh?
Marty, come on, let's forget that. What's past is past.
Easy for you to say, Sonny.
Damn it, Marty, you shot me, remember? I almost bled to death.
Hell yeah, I remember. Unfortunately, my aim wasn't good enough.
I need your help, okay? That's what you want to hear.
Well, it's a start.
Okay, I've said it. I won't do it again.
Yeah, right.
So, are you in? Just for tonight. Small case. We'll wrap it up in no time.
Oh, that's what you think.
What kind of case?
A personal one.
How personal?
Very
Really personal.
The kind of case where if you come with me right now, you're not on duty anymore.
Damn, Sonny, stop it right there. I'm in.
That's it?
Do you know how boring life is here without your stupid, reckless shit? Soon enough, I'll shoot all the ammo in here out of boredom. Right, so, tell me, what's it about?
I'll tell you in the car.
Ooh, can I bring Bertha?
Ah, for the love of... Marty, this is a routine case. You can't bring your shotgun, okay? Bertha stays.
Okay. But at least Susie can come, right?
All right, Susie can come.
That's what I want to hear.
He's just happy to go and shoot something.
Still drink coffee?
Yeah, my only poison. Except for guns, of course. And women.
We could visit our old haunt. What do you think?
Oh, a nice cup of Zips coffee and the hot dog. I'm in. Oh, and maybe we'll get into a little fight, too, huh?
If it comes to that, I'm leaving you without a blink.
Oh, yeah, like last time?
Those were different times, Marty, with a different Sonny.
Well, all right. To the city, then.
You don't have to come with me, you know.
Okay, I know. Let's go. Sonny, there's a little problem.
Not so
Oh,
little,
shoot.
and it smells too. What the furry hell is Blood Boil doing here?
Well, it seems we can't avoid speaking to him.
Oh, yes, we can. You have your rifle with you, right?
What?
Just kidding. Sort of.
Imogene. So we gotta speak to him.
The chief doesn't seem to be in a good mood, but he never is, actually.
What a surprise. The two pigeons back together. And without my permission, of course.
Chief Bloodboil.
Damn.
What was that, Santino?
Nothing, sir. What a lovely evening. Am I right?
I don't want to hear your crowing,
I
Santino.
think how he doesn't work.
What the hell are you doing here?
Hey, hey, hey. Careful with the racist barking, old hound.
Oh, it's getting hot in here. Can we just skip this part? It's New Year's after all.
And you're on duty, if I'm not mistaken, Martin. Where do you think you're going?
For a bit
That's
of a
it,
drink.
boss. To serve and protect. Sonny was in the neighborhood and stopped by to say hi. He's a cop too, right?
Only on paper, and you know that very well, Detective.
I don't want any trouble, boss. I just wanted to say hi to Monica, and then this feather pillow showed up. I invited him to grab a quick coffee. You can allow him that much, can't you?
Your coffee breaks usually end up in shooting or brawling.
Oh, just a coffee, boss. I swear. Oh, have a heart. It's New Year's Eve, and I haven't seen my old partner for so long.
How touching. You shot him with a shotgun, if I remember.
Family quarrel.
For all the
We're
marrow
related?
bones of the world, get the hell out of my sight.
Have a lovely evening, boss.
You especially. Fuck off right now, Santino.
Seems like such a lovely person. How do I leave?
Look at these two simpletons.
They don't even realize their jackets are full of holes.
For the wild God's sake, don't dare tell them.
I already tried, but nothing happened.
Figures.
We can't avoid speaking with the chief first, and it would be nice to say goodbye.
Okay, let's say goodbye to Monaco too.
We're leaving, sweetheart.
Stay safe, boys. I'm glad to see you two together again.
I'm afraid you're alone with that.
Hey, don't make me change my mind.
You won't, Marty. I bet you can't wait to get mixed up in some serious trouble again.
Yep, that's true.
I'm serious, boys. Be careful out there.
We're big birds, Monica. We can take care of ourselves. Mostly.
Okay, but take care of each other, too.
Will do, Monica.
Yes, ma'am.
You're right. This some other time. Let's go. The club. Hotel. I wanted to go to Hot Dog first. Let's go to Hot Dog.
The hop dog was like the last warning. You can still turn back. My eyes lingered on the sign. An enormous dog. Like a neon god with limitless power over cheap hot dogs, plastic hamburgers, and watered-down coffee.
Plastic hamburgers.
The cold light called me, but I didn't want to get out of the car. If we went in, we were all gonna be pancakes, kept together by cold syrup. Marty's worried look shook me out of my reverie. Oh, cluck. Was I talking to myself again?
Probably, yeah. Let's see what's around.
There used to
Hive?
be such life around here before it became an insect ghetto.
That was a very long time ago, Marty.
I was a little chick, and the hop dog had the best pancakes in the entire city.
Well, since Zip became the owner, the cook, and the waitress, I imagine it's all gone downhill.
True.
But at least the coffee's good.
That's right. I have no idea what that mongrel's doing with it, and I don't want to know, but its aroma is unbeatable.
Drugs.
Peaceful, isn't it?
Because the whole town's probably drunk by now.
Maybe that's the only way it can bear itself.
Doesn't it remind you of someone?
Shut up, Marty.
Oh, I got you there.
Old bird. Could
This
this
old car?
wreck belong to Zip?
Well, it's a wreck just like him, so I guess it could.
Are you sure that thing's a dog? I always
It's a hot
wondered.
dog.
The name Hop Dog is quite a giveaway. Don't you think so, Mr. Detective?
Sometimes the most natural connections lead us astray. Who said that?
A natural-born genius.
Yeah, right.
What's the warning sign? We don't serve bugs.
All that's furry.
Is this still a thing?
The situation's getting even worse, Marty. Have you heard how the young mothers of the Cobbler District are forced to make a living?
I have no idea what goes on in the hive, Sonny. I don't think I want to know. But you're still gonna tell me, right?
Let's tell you about the story.
Prostitution is the lesser evil. What's worse is that some folks have to sell their kids when they're still larvae.
Wait, what? Why?
They pay a hefty sum for each of them downtown.
Oh,
They
shoot.
sell them as gourmet food in the most expensive restaurants.
Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
We made this city, Marty. Clawville didn't do this to itself. Don't ever forget that.
See, aren't you guys the same way though? Like when you go to eat pancakes, they're made with eggs.
Look at the poor bastard.
He's looking okay, Marty. Remember what we saw when we worked at the Hive?
Wild ones. Don't even remind me. Trying to forget that shit every day.
It's been even worse since. I guess you heard about the riots.
Who hasn't? You know, people are afraid that the Great Fire will happen again, and those hive houses are pretty flammable.
I don't speak of the devil, Marty. But to be honest, I have no idea how this insect matter can be solved.
I
Their
do.
own city.
We just open the ghettos and let the insects live among us like they did for centuries.
Your heart is pure gold, buddy. But you know it's not that easy. Clawville isn't what it used to be. Hey, pal.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Ugh, the place is deserted. Poor Zip.
You're right.
Yep, the guy's middle name is Bad Luck.
No, it's his middle
That's
name.
for sure.
Oh, he's a raccoon. Oh, we can pick a song on the jukebox. Let's see. My city is on fire. Shadow of doubt. Oh, I have to sit there and listen to it.
And voila, the master himself.
What a finch.
Sonny, he's a pigeon, not a finch.
Don't make me angry, Marty.
Okay, I was only joking.
The highlight of my day.
Yeah,
Coffee.
I can smell it already. How does he make the coffee here so special?
Look at that mangy trash panda and tell me, do you really want to know?
You're right.
As always.
Some dudes.
Well, that's a good question, pal.
It is.
What insight?
Or we can look at the menu, can't we? Yeah, what's on the menu?
You still don't eat meat, old man?
I'm a rooster, a chicken. Why the hell would I eat meat?
I think
I don't
chickens
mean
eat
real
meat.
meat. I'm not a lunatic. But a meat substitute? There's about 10 different kinds. Have you never tried any of them?
Why would I? If I don't eat meat, why would I eat a substitute?
Because you can. That's the point.
Wild gods, Marty. Stop being such a sheep. Do you fall for those adverts?
Substitute isn't meat, Sonny. And if it's tasty, why wouldn't I eat it?
I don't care what you eat, but don't be surprised when you lose all your feathers or you try to bite off your own leg one day.
I can't read it. It's all cursive. Oh, okay. It says almost ham. Oh my goodness, it's in cursive and can't read it right. Almost ham and tomato. Toasted sandwich with synthetic meat. That's say meat and cheese. I'll put bacon and chocolate. All for foul pancakes. Pancakes with hemp seed, chocolate, and gunyons. Veggie souffle. Souffle. Yeah, it is. It's a bit hard to see. Well, zip knows best. Precise hot dog, synthetic sausage, chocolate mix, and double paprika. Only 10 cents.
The door didn't look like this last time.
Yeah, because last time you tore it out and beat that baboon with it.
Oh, yeah. I remember now. So that's why Zip remodeled the whole place.
He had to. We didn't leave much of it standing.
If I didn't know how nice we are, I'd almost hate ourselves.
Welcome to the club, partner.
Oops, I want to talk to Zip.
He sure didn't get any younger.
Or prettier.
You think he's still mad at us?
Frankly, Marty, I don't give a damn.
Hello, boys. Now, get the hell out of here while I'm asking nicely.
Hey, is that how you greet two old friends?
Hey, I'm not joking, Sonny. I got a shotgun under the bar.
No, you don't, because if you had, we'd arrest you here and now.
If there's still life in you when you're full of buckshot.
Ah, it's going well so far.
It is
We're
still
just
pretty
here
good.
for a coffee, Zip, okay? Like old times.
Nothing's like old times. Haven't you noticed?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it's quite noticeable.
Shit. All right. And where'd you blow in from?
We haven't been anywhere yet, but we're going somewhere.
Everybody's going somewhere, right?
Tell me, how much do you know, Zip?
That depends. How deep is it?
Bottom of the well kind. Goes down around Ibn Wessler.
Holy hell! Westler? You dip your wings in deep shit, boys.
If you've got anything on him, don't keep
Yes,
it to
we will.
yourself. We'd be grateful.
Grateful. Maybe you're not gonna trash my joint this time, eh? You know, Ibn's acting strange nowadays. He always believed that if you want something done, you do it yourself. That's how it was for years anyway.
Yeah.
But now, he left his real estate, the fish racing clubs, the casinos, and the bars to his right-hand man, Mongrel Mick. And ever since, he's been kinda weird. Bottomed out. Brooding in the seediest joints of the city. Nobody ever knew him to be like this. Weird, huh?
Yeah, weird. Do you think it's about a lady?
Oh, shoot.
It's always about a lady.
Well, there
Throw
is a
guns.
woman.
I knew it.
But not like you think.
Is this gonna cost much?
Only a favor. Like the good old days.
Okay, I'm in.
It's funky.
Have you ever been to that place?
So it's kind of like
Course,
questions, but
100
asking
times.
questions.
Everyone who matters in this city's been there. Sorry, guys. But then, it had a different name and a different owner.
Business affairs, right?
That's right.
Yeah, that was the dark era, Sonny. I don't want to talk about it.
Roger that.
What about hot
Gotta
dogs?
say, you've revamped the joint pretty well.
Yeah, after you trashed it, I had to.
Look, I'm sorry, Zip. That ocelot and his gorilla.
Baboon, not gorilla.
Whatever.
Sonny,
Big difference, man.
watch your beak.
So you owe me one until about the end of time. But I'd settle for you washing up here for a few years after retirement, Sonny.
Mind your tongue, furball.
What's asking about?
Ibn's gone insane.
Love will kill you in the end, they say.
Seems like everyone's in a poetic mood today.
You're one to talk, by the way.
Huh? Why? So, about that woman. Is she really that dangerous?
Ask about the cat lady.
What woman isn't, eh?
Sexist.
No, Zip. I mean, really dangerous.
She's got the most influential gangster of the city wrapped around her finger. She calls him her little furball. How dangerous do you think she is?
Sounds like a wonderful lady.
You didn't get any younger, pal.
You're telling me? You look like you haven't had a good night's sleep since forever.
To be honest, I've never had a good night's sleep in my life.
Oh, I know the feeling, man.
You will when the big sleep comes.
And what are your plans? Dying behind the bar?
Of course. You got a better idea?
A couple, yeah. But somehow this suits you.
You know what? Your mother's a goat. That Natasha's a mysterious woman. A real cursed jewel, if you ask me. She came out of nowhere 2 or 3 years ago and landed on the stage of the Millions almost immediately.
Is that so? Interesting.
Yeah, she's got a fantastic voice. Makes men go crazy. But we all know that's not what's important.
It's not.
And suddenly,
Bam.
bam! She got the whole club. Just like that. But we know exactly how it was.
I can imagine, yeah. Since then, it operates under the name the Czar Club, right?
The old click is still clicking, right? Yeah. The club was renamed and remodeled. Everyone knows she was Ibn's lover, but she's not your usual canary. She didn't get involved in Ibn's dirty dealings.
Then how exactly does she fit into the picture?
Check this. A few months ago, the old rat pulled out of his own businesses and gave control to Mongrel Mick and his mob.
Yeah, we
Mongrel
over this.
Mick. Doesn't sound familiar.
Mick the Marauder, ring a bell?
Damn, that little monkey came this far?
I think that little shit took advantage of Ibn not being himself.
Which has something to do with this Natasha, right?
That's my guess.
Thanks for this straight dope, Zip. We owe you one.
One? You owe me the price of a new coffee shop, remember?
Okay. Whatever you need. Just call us.
I cluck and will.
Thanks, pal.
Hey, I'm not your pal, Marty.
Thanks, acquaintance. So we got some more information. Who said in it Tippett and Stan Fox and Plato is a Alice cat. They're old rivals of Sonny and Marty. At the side. The Color District, also known as the Hive, or Roach Town, was once part of the city, but then became a walled-off ghetto where 98% of the city's insect population is forced to live. Currently, the biggest threat to the city are the riots in the Hive that have almost driven the city-state to the brink of civil war. Not long after the Meat War and the following economic crisis in 893, a fire almost destroyed the entire city of Hope. Originated in the Ratwell district, not even the River Thames was able to stand its way. The fiery hill and considered it as the city had to build up from scratch. Meat replacement or meat substitute food made it possible to reduce meat consumption, predation, and domestic cannibalism. These products are widespread nowadays and are not popular with the predators, but also all kinds of animals. He is the most infamous henchman, Muscle. Many rather scary nicknames thanks to his cruel nature. Sonny was passed with Mick before and took a lot of effort out of their encounters with others intact. Still a couple people we haven't met. Alright, let's head out. Got our coffee. Go to hotel.
Midnight had passed, and the intoxicated madness kicked in. We could only crawl along Shalva District's main street toward downtown. The city's heart beat differently. Ancient buildings were defaced by neon signs and billboards, like half-drunk lovers on a fine leather sofa. Great old houses neighbored by garish modern blocks. A place that makes the head hurt. The Tsar's huge neon sign was visible for miles. A blazing red sign advertised tonight's main attraction, the amazing Natasha. Cops were never welcomed at places like this. I hoped we were too late for the show. We had to be inconspicuous, but it was never easy with this bird mountain by my side.
Ah, so this is the famous Tsar Club.
More like infamous, Marty. It's not for our kind, that's for sure. And I don't mean that they don't like foul here.
Well, at least we don't have to be afraid that they see you as a detective, Boss Bird.
Very funny, Marty.
So what are we gonna do now?
We find Natasha,
break in.
the broad who sent me the message, remember? But first, we need to get into the club. And Marty, please, don't monkey this up.
Excuse me? On behalf of the well-respected and noble primate community of Clawville...
I know.
Cut the crap, Marty.
How could
Let's
you?
focus on what we're here for, okay?
As you say, Boss Bird.
Poster.
You know, seeing this, I can't wait for the show.
Of course.
The girls.
The
New
guns.
Year's Eve's once a year, right? And we're not on duty.
Have I asked how Laura's doing?
Whoa, hey, I was just kidding, okay? My relationship with Laura is unwavering, like the rhino beauty on this picture.
Interesting taste you've got.
Feathers, scales, or dermal armor, a lady's a lady, my friend.
Thank the wild gods for self-sacrificing gentlemen like you.
Sir.
Do you remember when the Clawville Chronicle was a really high-quality newspaper?
You mean when
I
they
don't.
wrote something about us daily?
Yeah. What exactly happened to them?
Well, they got bored with us, Marty. And to be honest, so did I.
But still, here we are working together again. Funny, huh?
Yeah, hilarious.
Advertisement tower.
Huh. I like this.
Why's that?
I don't know. 'Cause it's moving, I guess.
You're a simple bird, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
He does like guns.
Whoa, look at that. Isn't that the new...
It is, Marty. A brand new 942 Silver Hawk.
It's been the year.
Haven't seen such beauty since I left Averia.
Of all that's furry, whose is it?
Maybe it's Ibn Wessler's. I guess he's no paper tiger.
Yeah, he sounds like a fellow who drives around in one of these. Lucky bastard. Hey, that's your old friend, right? Wait, what was his name? Lawrence? Lamar? No, Liam.
Lewis. Yes, it's him.
To be honest, Sonny, I always thought that guy's not all there in the head.
Nobody's perfectly sane in Clawville, Marty. But if not for this old rabbit, I wouldn't be here today. I'll never forget that.
Should I thank him for that?
Go for it.
Kill him for it.
You're reading my mind, boss. Honestly,
Stoke lady.
I think these types of women only see faceless tuxedos, cufflinks, and wallets. And in the mirror, they're just brooches, necklaces, and earrings.
Don't be so radical, Marty. They're women. They live by different rules.
That was kind of deep.
It's not. Just bullshit.
bullshit.
There's more where that came from.
Ooh, teach me, master.
When you're old and wise like me, you'll realize none of it is worth a damn thing.
Wait, that was deep again, right?
Maybe
It was.
it was, Marty. Maybe it was.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Jeez, Marty, you're such a smart ass.
Jeez, look at that guy.
That's not a guy. That's a demon.
That looks like
Straight
a
from
guy.
the dog-eared pages of a cheap detective novel.
Yeah, I bet his name's Bill.
Nah, he's definitely a Bob.
$5 for Bill?
Okay, I'm in.
Alright, I guess we'll see what his name is.
Howdy, pal.
Gentlemen, how can I help you on this wonderful, chilly night?
There is his
We're
eyes. It's like,
expected in the
see his
VIP
eyes.
lounge.
My apologies, but I don't remember ever seeing you gentlemen here before. May I ask?
Stop right there, big guy. I get it. Yeah, I know exactly how this works. So what do you have to do to get in?
It's like rock, paper, scissors.
Nothing's easier, sir. Are you on the list?
The list? Yeah, I've,
Ah, don't tell me you forgot.
I'm afraid I did, Marty. Sorry, big guy, but I'm pretty sure we're not on the list tonight.
That's a shame. I'm really sorry, sirs. In that case, you can't come in.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, right. Thanks.
My pleasure, gentlemen.
So we can ask.
What can you tell me about the first lady of the place, big guy?
You mean Miss Natasha Katsenko, sir?
You're right on point, pal.
Nothing you don't know already, sir.
Just try
Shoot.
me.
Well, she owns the place.
And, that's it? Well, that's, unbelievable.
Pardon, monsieur, but I'm not permitted to say anything more.
Oh,
Say,
Lewis.
big guy, you know Mr. Lewis Hayworth?
But of course, Mr. Hayworth is an impeccable gentleman, and also a frequent visitor of the club.
Is that so? Good to know. And?
I'm afraid that is all, monsieur.
Look, I really don't want any trouble, but...
It is even more inconvenient for me, sir, but this place doesn't like coppers. Forgive the slang. I can't let just anybody in, and there are some I'm strictly forbidden to. Please, you have to understand.
Me too, sir.
Listen here, you cow. Do you
A
have
cow.
any idea who we are? You ever read the papers?
Of course, I know who you are, sir. I read the news and more, and I must admit it's an honor to meet you in person, Mr. Santino Featherland and Mr. Marty Machikin. The Bell of the Pantheress is one of my favorite books.
Oh my god, not the books again.
So it would be terribly inconvenient for me if I had to use force on you, gentlemen.
What did you just say?
Relax,
don't do
Marty.
it.
This guy has chicks like you for breakfast. Thanks for the information, pal. Have a nice night.
Thank you for understanding, gentlemen, and forgive me for my austere composition.
No problem, Shakespeare.
Oh, what a nice bouncer.
Just one more thing. This list of yours, where should we sign up again?
I'm afraid if you don't know, it's not my place to tell you, sir. Excusez-moi, the regulations, you know.
You hear that, Sonny?
I do, Marty. I do.
I'm gonna lose my crest from this guy. Just wait.
Just don't get too excited, Marty. Not tonight. Anyway, thanks, pal. That fella's built like a brick shithouse.
Wanna bet?
Not to...
It's okay, Bertha. Maybe next time.
What was that? Did you bring Big Bertha with you?
Gods, no. What are you thinking? What idiot would bring a shotgun to a club?
Was that a rhetorical question?
Oh, I can talk to Lewis.
Let's not bother.
Okay, Bob.
Hey, Lewis. You know.
Sonny, my dear friend.
Hi, Lewis. This is my partner, but I'm sure you already know.
You have no idea how happy I am to meet you, Mr.
Golly.
Marty. I'm a big admirer of your work.
Pleasure's all mine, Lawrence.
Lawrence? Anyways.
He was very offended
So,
by that.
The legendary chicken police back together? Isn't it amazing news?
Don't ruffle my feathers, Lewis. Those days are long gone. We're just here for the entertainment. Or something like that.
I see. That's a team.
See you inside?
I have something to do, my pal, but I'll try to make it for the main event.
Okay then, catch you later, pal.
Okay, a bunch of people. Get on the codex. Country inhabited exclusively dreads modern is governed by a democratic parliament. Borders by 2 seas. It's economically built mostly on air transport, commerce, and air military. The country is on neutral terms with almost every other nation, except for the Great Meat War, has kept the standpoint all throughout known history. See on her full list. The bouncer. Bouncer's not on her full list.
Let's not bother.
Okay, bot.
Bother. Already asked him everything.
One day, neon signs will cover the whole world. I'm telling you.
You read that in some kind of science fiction book?
No, it's just what I think.
Oh, so you have your own thoughts now. The world's really moving forward.
Pluck off, Sonny.
Oh, my bag. I don't think any of that's gonna help me. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to click on the bag again. Oh well. Head back to the hotel, I guess.
My condolences, pal. I see your cleaning lady died.
Yeah, she set foot in the bedroom once. I haven't seen her since. I didn't dare to go after her.
Oh, I wouldn't want to go in there either. But what's that smell?
Death.
Cigarettes and whiskey.
Yeah, with a hint of dirty laundry, but no, this is lavender?
Ah, that. Now that's got to be the Ibanez dame. You know, the broad who gave me the letter. And the job, obviously.
Ah, pretty, huh? I can smell it. She's an exotic, too. An impala, maybe?
Furry hell. That's why Chief Inspector Bloodboil hates you so much. He's jealous because your nose is better than a clucking bloodhound.
The bitter old dog. He just hates all foul.
Ah, true. Except for Monica.
Monica's a fairy, not a bird. So, what now?
Well, let's gather my stuff and head to the club.
Okay,
We gotta
need to
find out
gather
who
my
this
stuff.
Natasha is and what she wants from us. I mean, what she really wants.
After you, Boss Bird. I wouldn't like to touch anything in here anyway. If it's okay, I'll just stand around and stare out the window.
Okay, you do that.
Sure, just do it quietly.
I don't know what else I need to grab. I grabbed everything out of the drawer.
Have you started on your great novel yet?
I have.
I've already started working on my will, but I realized I'd have to leave everything to you, so cluck that.
Huh, pity. I've always wanted a chicken coop smelling like old socks and bourbon.
You'll have to earn it first, Marty.
I don't
I
think you earned
suppose
that.
2 shots was enough for today.
Uh,
I'm gonna clean.
Can we call somebody?
When was the last time I was here?
I don't know.
Years ago.
When Molly left.
Whew, that was a wild night.
Yeah.
You know, Sonny, you can call me. Not just when you want to investigate some shady case from a shady dame and you need a big meat shield to cover your ass.
Times have changed, Marty. And I don't call anyone.
All right, Boss Bird. Whatever you say.
No, I can ask him stuff now.
Oh, hi, Mr. Sinclair. How are we?
Sinclair is doing fine, thanks.
His gun has a name.
Anyway, you still talk to your guns?
Yeah. And so what? Other animals talk to their plants. Crazy, isn't it? At least a gun has a soul, and it's useful.
I can't believe you're allowed to walk around freely, Birdie.
Oh, if you only knew what I'm packing right now.
I don't want to know what's under your feathers, Marty.
Big Bertha.
So
Let's
the
talk about
Czar
the
Club,
message.
huh? My city's on fire. Sounds good. But that's all? It's kind of weak for a clue.
It's not a clue. It's just a guide. By the way, it's New Year's Eve. We deserve some fun, right?
Well, that's true. But it's never that easy with you, Boss Bird. There's something you're not telling me, right?
Nothing important, Marty.
Yeah. If you say so.
I mean, he's not telling me either, so don't feel bad,
She
Marty.
just turned up with a message and this flyer, and you fell for it?
Maybe I was bored. Or maybe there's more to this thing than meets the eye.
Yeah, there's always more.
Maybe I just wanted to meet you for old time's sake.
Oh,
That's not funny.
I've never had a good sense of humor. You know that better than anyone.
That's for sure.
Have you been there before?
Never. You know, it's not my style. It's too fancy for me. I'm more like the smoky, smelly, ramshackle little joint type.
Yeah, same here.
But we're not gonna mingle like this, right?
We're not searching for a tailor on New Year's Eve, okay? We'll go as we are.
That'll be exciting.
Let's just stay out of trouble, okay?
What trouble?
That's the spirit.
So, am I staring quietly enough?
You are. You're doing a good
Well,
job.
the floor's creaking a bit when you shift your weight, so,
You're an asshole.
My wife took all the good ones.
I think I've already. Does he have the
Just a
captain
bunch of
key?
use-
Oh. Turn the lights off.
It would be best to board it up. It'd go well with this rundown neighborhood.
It may be run down, but somehow I still feel like it's honest.
Sure. You could live in Cockroach Town. That's an honest place, too.
Into the hive.
Has a similar stink.
Believe me, Marty, I thought about it.
Why am I not surprised?
Alright, well. I think I have any other clues. She's a singer. He's a small-town criminal. He's getting old. Maybe we can go talk to Zip. Have some information for me. It's just the Chronicles. Let's go talk to Zip. Maybe Zip knows something.
You sure talk a lot.
Maybe the past is haunting me. Once a rat, always a rat, right?
Oh, come on, Zippy. Don't be so hard on yourself. You got out in time, and you've been living an honest, ordinary life since then, haven't you?
Yeah, right. How lucky am I, eh?
Super lucky.
It's more than what many
Get your
others
shop
get,
destroyed by
believe
a bunch
me.
of chickens. I don't think he has any other information for me.
What's this no insects allowed shit? You're not like that.
What do you think? If I let one in, all of them will follow. And then I can forget my regular clientele for good.
What clientele? There's no one here.
That's it. Would you take even that away from me?
Ah, jeez. Alright. We go back to the police station. Let's try going back to the club, I guess.
Look, Lewis, that bouncer over there.
Okay.
Well, yes. He is a bit intimidating, but his manners are impeccable. Am I right?
Yes, indeed, but it seems tonight we're not on his list.
Oh, I see. Oh, I get it. I get it. You'd like to go in, but he won't let you.
Yeah, something like that.
No, no problem at all. Come with me. I'll talk to him.
Much obliged, pal.
Yeah, thanks, Bunny.
Excuse me.
Ah, jeez, what the hell's wrong with you, Marty?
What? Did I say something wrong?
You did, yeah. Insulted him. No. I talked to him?
Sir,
Okay.
how'd you do?
Everything's fine, Mr. Aworth.
Good. Look, this noble pair of pigeons are my friends.
Golly.
They're on the
it's
list,
pigeons.
okay?
Merci l'amour, sir.
And as for you, you owe me one, gentlemen.
Thanks, old pal.
It was my pleasure to help you, as always.
I don't trust Lewis. Lewis seems very trustworthy.
The jazz overwhelmed us. There was no band in sight, yet the music seeped from the walls like years of cigarette smoke and the smell of spilt whiskey. Behind the bar, rows of fancy bottles reflected the harmonious voices of pretty dames and the clinking of crystal glass. It was the kind of place that makes you drunk, even if you've never had a sip. A dangerous place for someone like me. No matter how alien I felt, it was strangely like coming home. Welcome to the Tsar. Well, here we are.
Mother of...
Girls?
I take you to the nicest places, eh, sweetheart?
Oh, does it mean you're buying, honey?
Don't even think about it.
Oh, men these days. So, we're here to find a dame called Natasha.
I have a hunch she won't be hard to find. Let's mingle and try to avoid suspicion.
Just like always.
No, Marty, not like always. This time it's for
Yeah,
real.
don't go beat people up. A big buck. Stage. Foxes. He's just called a henchman. Let's look through the posters.
Another Lupus movie. Jeez. Is there nothing today they're not trying to sell with this guy?
Whoa, don't be rude, Sonny. Lupus is a timeless genius. Have you seen Predator City? God, I'm still getting chicken bumps. But wait, who's that next to him?
Cassandra Ruby Faye. Nah, never heard of her.
Cassandra Ruby Faye. Oh, gods, even her name makes me go weak in the knees.
Watch your blood pressure, pal.
Don't mind me, just women and guns are my only weakness.
No shit.
Look at the stage.
I was hoping to have missed the main event.
You're a rusty old cock, that's why.
So says the little butt jam.
But what? That's not even a word.
It is now, all because of you. You should feel honored. Butt jam.
You know, Sonny, sometimes you're like an evil little child.
So, where the hell is Natasha?
Well, let's ask that stud over there with those nice gals.
That guy looks way too horny for my taste.
Gosh.
Oh man, your sense of humor is bad as ever.
You just need to get used to it again.
What if...
He seems to have a really good sense of
a
humor.
fox is a wolf who sends flowers.
What?
Oh, nothing. I read it somewhere.
Fascinating. I didn't know you could read.
Ha ha ha. Very funny.
I guess we're talking to the henchman.
This guy is certainly not a gangster henchman.
Of course he's not.
Well, I can't speak to him. Oh. Go this way too.
She has pretty long legs. I mean, pretty and long legs for a squirrel, but I don't want to be prejudiced.
We're not here to stare at pretty squirrels. We're here to investigate, remember?
Look, Sonny, I know it's not my place, but Laura's father went to that guy when his, problems had gone too far.
You're treading on thin ice, Marty.
No, I just... Look, fellas at the station are talking, All kinds of things. Moses, Plato,
That I'm a drunk.
Bosco, and the others.
Talking, eh? About what? About why Blood Boil took my badge? About what an untrustworthy alcoholic wreck I am?
Look, I'm sorry, it doesn't matter.
Good, and let it stay that way.
At least we're cracking this one together, yeah?
Sure, Marty.
Oh.
A man's best friend.
The bartender?
That's not a dog, Sonny. That's a horse. He just has a very weird mane.
I didn't mean him, Marty. I meant
Bar.
the bar.
Oh, I see. Right. Yeah, because that totally makes sense.
Well, let's talk to the
2
bartender.
whiskeys, kid, and no horsing around.
Yeah, god damn it.
I've never heard that one before. Sonny, you gotta drive, you know?
Yeah, you're right, Marty. Hey, Longface, give me a glass of tap water too, okay?
Yes, sir. Coming right up. That wasn't exactly what I meant.
Oh, I can ask him stuff now. Okay, I'm gonna ask you. Oh yeah, let's make it really obvious. Let's ask him about
Tell me,
Natasha.
hey, Breath, have you seen Natasha tonight?
Not yet, sir.
I like
She's
the worst
coming on
detectives.
soon.
Well, can you tell me anything about Mr. Ibn Wessler?
Sir, I don't want to.
What about, let's see, $5 maybe?
But, sir, you haven't even paid for your drinks yet. Yeah, stop riding on the details, Big Nose. You do your job, and we'll do ours, okay?
I mean, we're not here for work, of course. We're just here to relax.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Just a little fun.
Yeah, you guys aren't suspicious at all.
Of course, gentlemen. Gentlemen, your drinks.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, sorry, but we have to run. Thanks anyway, Bojack.
Oh, jeez.
My name is not Bojack. I tip you, pal, but I don't have any change, so...
Give him a couple rounds.
Sure, sir. The Tsar welcomes you back anytime.
Sounds good, Bojack.
Alright, well, let's talk to the mystery stranger.
Hey, there's Filmar.
Who? Oh, yes, Filmar. Because that's what he calls himself, right?
You know him well?
We had some seriously wild cases together, yes. Mainly in Averia, way before Clawville. Another place and another life.
Another name.
Sounds good. Like the blurb of some cheap Pulp Fiction book.
Yeah, it was the exact opposite. But the old bird's worth saying hi to.
Alright, let's talk to him.
Well, well, if it isn't the great detective, Marlowe.
Blow me, Sonny. You know I don't use that name anymore.
Okay, Mr. Dumbass alias Phil Marlowe.
So says someone who tried to go undercover with the Feather Pillow Mafia is a turkey. Right, Mr. Turk Cayman?
Hey, that was a long time ago. I was young.
It's a good name.
I stick to my principles and my stupidity. Phil Marlowe, and that's that. Don't rile me up, you old fart.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry, I'm a little clucked tonight.
I know the feeling, pal. By the way, what are you two doing here? You stick out a bit. Are you here for a good old-fashioned beating?
Oh, that I am. I need a good old-fashioned beat.
Man, you look terrible. Like someone who sat on an electric pole.
Don't even ask. I feel exactly like that.
I think he's a hawk.
5 feet tall, half of that legs. Angelic voice, demonic eyes, just the usual.
Oh, boy.
And you?
Something like that. Just don't know the exact numbers yet. A dame named Natasha. She called us here. If I'm not mistaken, the joint is hers.
Yeah, she owns the joint, amongst others. Well, good luck, guys. That
Makes me
broad
think his
has
name
a
Frank.
reputation. She's not the kind to toy with, if you know what I mean.
Any useful information?
For free?
Stop clucking around, Filmar.
All right, but just because of the old days. Look for me after you've talked to her. You wouldn't understand what I have to say about her before then. Don't leave unless you're thrown out, in which case, you know the drill. We don't know each other, I'll deny you in a blink.
Good to see you too, old pal. We'll be back.
I don't know what that was about. That was strange. Strange people around? Oh yeah, there are new people. Oh, it's Eben. Get him.
Isn't that?
Yes, it is. The great Ibn Wessler, in the flesh. So much for our incognito.
You think he noticed us?
Only if he's not entirely blind.
Great.
Who's he with?
That woman with Ibn. I think I know her from somewhere.
Maybe in your dreams, pal.
She's a crow. Posters? Oops. Alright, well, let's
Just
be
that nonchalant, my friend.
No, it can't be.
What now?
Is that Olivia?
No, Marty.
Hey, Olivia.
Are you talking to me?
It's me, Marty McChicken.
Oh my gosh, how many people?
Oh, God.
What a pleasant surprise. The Rooster Coppers in person.
Chicken police. But yeah, Mr. Wessler, you could say so. The name's...
Sunny Featherland, of course. Chicken police. Your partner is...
This is Marty McGee.
He is...
Marty McGoo?
Marty McChicken. Sir, I just introduced myself to your lady companion seconds ago.
Oh, yeah. I'm so happy to see you.
Seem like it.
So, to what do we owe this pleasure, gentlemen?
Yeah, so, we were, just in the neighborhood, and...
Cut the crap, Marty. All right, we're here for your sweetheart, Natasha.
Oh, I see.
No big deal. Just a blackmail thing. You know, horrifying threats written on the wall, blood red paint, the usual stuff. You must be familiar with this kind of thing.
Oh, yeah, indeed. It's, nasty business. But I didn't know Natasha hired a detective because of this simple matter, but to be honest, I understand. I would have taken matters into my own hands, you see. But I'm kind of busy.
Are you?
Mr. Wessler had a meeting with Attorney General Hamtaro yesterday, so...
Hamtaro? Oh my god.
If you would excuse us.
Oh, dear Olivia, it's okay. These gentlemen are just doing their job, right? And if I've heard correctly, they're notoriously thorough. So, how can I help you?
He's willing to
We've
talk
got
to
a
us.
few questions, if you don't mind.
I'm at your service.
Oh, well, just ask, so I don't have to actually question him. She wouldn't talk at all, but she doesn't want to talk, so let's just ask him about the club.
Nice bunker you got here.
Well, thank you, but it's not mine. Not anymore. But I'm sure you already know that.
Do.
Listen, detective. If you want to know something, please ask straight, huh?
All right, Mr. Wessler, let's make this a bit more professional.
It's very honest for a hustler guy. We can ask him
I'm
about
not as
ourselves.
exciting as people tend to believe. I grew up in a poor family of many siblings. I'm the only one still alive, unfortunately. My career started with a shoe store, and now, here I am.
Cool.
I wouldn't call that an average life. Shoe store owner to mob boss.
That's how it starts for most of them.
You speak to Mr. Wessler like that.
Leave it, Olivia, dear. It's just provocation.
I'm sorry if I offended you, Mr. Wessler. Shall we talk about something else?
Talk about Lewis.
Everybody knows Mr. Hayworth. He's an antique piece of furniture in this city, so to speak.
Only a bit worn out.
It's not my fault that he's so much in debt, detective, but the name of his family still rings quite loud in Clawville.
Is that
Lewis.
still worth anything?
The name is just their name, of course, but the man behind the name is another matter, Mr. Featherland.
You're a pragmatic rat.
Thank you.
I think Lewis is evil. Let's
Has
talk
your
about the crow.
assistant been working for you long?
Are you talking about me?
Yes, I'm talking about you, ma'am.
Let me answer your question then. I've been in Mr. Wessler's employment for 6 months. Why do you ask?
Oh, just routine questioning, you know. Most of them aren't good for anything. Just killing time.
It sounded rude to me.
Yeah, please forgive a detective. Olivia's a real firecracker.
Alright, well, let's ask about
Look,
your wife.
Detective, if you want to know something, just ask.
I'll give
All
you my
right, Mr.
dating.
Wessler.
Oh, I can go to questioning. Before we do questioning, what did we get in our bag? Oh yeah, we
Come to daddy, darling.
we stole some alcohol. Right about that.
Calling booze darling, it's kind of weird, don't you think?
Says someone who calls his gun collection his harem.
Touche. I'll shut it.
Good birdie.
Good. There's something insightful. Got we looked through that a bit. Got stuff about me. Unusual height and weight for a fowl. Shiny white feathers. He shot me once, and I deserved it. Thanks. We really care. These are just the partner people. He's kind of dumb, but he has a big heart. It's just info about Monaco. The Komodo dragon guy who's always in trouble. Fillmore. He's a falcon. Absolutely average little guy. Fillmore, the name he goes by nowadays, is an old comrade from before the Clawville times. He's one of the best private eyes in the city. Just like most of them, he gets into trouble with the law pretty often. Few people can still be trusted. He's a rat. In the first one. He's acting quite strange recently. Trying to shady businesses, live a simple life. It's just the chief. It's a crazy owl. Olivia, what we got on her? Crow. Unusually tall and slim for a crow. He's quiet and mysterious. He's currently Eben Wessler's assistant escort. Is anything a relationship between Miss Crow and Miss Rat could prove it. He's just another angry person. Zip. Right. So we got something. Let's see what we got.
Wessler is a tricky guy. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about him, so I have to be cunning. I can't just pin him against a wall. Yet.
Well, he wants us to ask straightforward questions. It's tricky. How do you feel? You heard about the
How did you
blackmail.
feel when you heard about the blackmail?
Honestly, I found it ridiculous.
And now?
Now I'm kinda interested. But I wouldn't call it blackmail yet. They're just empty threats. There were no demands.
Good point.
Thank you. Are we done?
No, not quite.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Of course he's not to call the cops. He's a mobster.
You seem a very busy man. May I ask what you do?
It's, uninteresting.
Would you elaborate?
I got a small share in the meat substitute business. If the new product works, maybe we can make your job easier.
You mean reduce predation in Clawville?
There are such plans. If you're interested, talk to Olivia, my assistant. She's an expert in what she does, unlike me.
Thank you. That's it for now.
You're not an expert in what you do?
How
Ask
are
him
your
how he's doing.
alibis, Mr. Wessler?
I thought we were asking how he was
Am
doing.
I a suspect? That was fast. But thank you for asking. That's solid. Just ask Olivia. She can enlighten you in this matter too, if you're curious.
No need. And no, you're not a suspect. Yet. No more than everyone else in Clawville.
That's, reassuring.
Wessler is tougher than I thought. And he's secretive. It's time to gently beat around the bush.
Alright, let's gently beat around the bush. At a plus 20.
Were there any similar incidents in Natasha's past? I mean, threats, blackmail, enemies, or insane fans. Psychopath pianists, perhaps.
Oh man, those damn psychopaths.
I don't know about enemies, but she's a celebrity. A star shining bright in Clawville's night sky. Do you understand? She gets endless fan mail. It could be anybody. I wouldn't overreact.
Natasha doesn't feel that way.
I've noticed.
Plus 15.
Do you think one of her fans is the culprit? Someone who can't take rejection, maybe?
Why not? It's quite common.
It's a typical motive, indeed. Any ideas who it could be?
Yeah. Attorney General Hamtaro is obsessed with Natasha. But he's, more like the kiss on the hand, flowers bowing type. Throwing bricks through the window is not his style. I can't think of anybody else. Or rather, I can think of everybody else. About half the city, actually.
I get it.
Got me a plus 20. Oh,
the mob boss and the pussycat, eh? How did you even meet?
Huh? Are you trying to piss me off, Corpora, so I accidentally let some big secret slip out, huh?
A simple answer would work.
You know, Natasha, she's both connoisseur and muse. So, how was it? When was it exactly?
You don't remember? That's strange.
Ah, yeah. The millions, of course. It was like another lifetime. It happened right here. Only this place was called the Millions back then. She was a dancer. Behind the scenes, I arranged opportunities for her on the big stage.
It's going faster than the text.
Still doesn't know it was me. Then one day, I invited her for a drink with a promise that if she was willing to meet me, I'd buy the place for her.
Now, I guess she was willing.
The next day, she had the club in her name.
Well, that is romantic.
Yeah, there are many kinds of romance, Birdman. There's cheap and there's expensive. Get what you can afford.
That's only plus 10.
Do you live in the same house as Natasha?
Oh, you're really something. Natasha's a free woman, but mostly, yeah, at my place in Gold Town. But she has her own kind of a weekend house.
How often does she use the weekend house?
Well, I presume every weekend.
Every other weekend, roughly.
I see. That's very important information.
Yeah, if you say so.
Danger, she's still going out alone. Boy.
So Natasha feels like she's in grave danger, yet she's still going out alone.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at. But I'm 100% sure of her loyalty. She's gone out very rarely since this started, and mostly in my company. Yeah, you know, I'm not sure if you do, but in our social circles, banquets and dinners are frequent.
Illegal gambling nights.
Ah, banquets.
You got me there. Yeah, you're right. Natasha is crazy about the roulette wheel.
Always putting it all on the red, right?
Yeah, you're a real rotten bastard, Sonny. Although, yeah, always on the red. Yeah, right.
So, can we meet your lady?
I don't see why not. But first, please.
Oh gosh, I gotta listen to a song.
She's on soon.
Forced to listen to a song. It was terrible. 100% focus. Being legend.
Thank you for your time. We'll be seeing you.
I have no doubt about that, unfortunately.
Hey, we should grab a coffee or something, Olivia. You know, for old time's sake.
Pleasure to meet you, gentlemen. Goodbye.
Oh.
I love you.
Please, take a seat. The show's gonna start soon.
Gosh. Singing a number. I'm scared. shoot, there's color. The chicken's going crazy. Oh good, it's not a full song. It's a full song.
My man has left with a golden smile. This is so funny. You can kill me, honey. I'm already dead inside. My body is an empty bottle. Come on, baby, just give us
He's losing it, man. He's losing it.
Sonny.
say. Chloe's still lying in my bed. And it's dead.
Oh, that was such a long song.
That was, unique.
Oh, that is cute. Nobody has ever given me such a unique compliment before.
Forgive me, my name is Santino Featherland.
I thought so. You look more or less like I imagined.
More or less.
Sometimes less is more, Mr. Featherland.
You were amazing, dear. As always.
Could you be my little furball and fetch me a cocktail?
But of course.
Ibn will be back soon. We'll have a few minutes to talk. Then he'll end the conversation and throw you both out.
With all due respect, ma'am, we're not that easy to get rid of. Doesn't matter who's trying, believe me.
Doesn't matter, he'll do it. That's why I'm telling you. I don't want a scene. My room's upstairs. Meet me there in 20 minutes. Come alone, Sonny. You'd be too conspicuous otherwise.
Oh, man.
Hey.
I understand. You know, they call him Target Marty at the station.
I don't have time, Mr. Featherland.
Sure thing, Natasha. I'll come to your room. 3 knocks, a short pause, then another 3.
I'll be waiting. Go, before he comes back.
Run away.
I knew she was trouble the first time I saw her. She wore danger like a perfume. It was simply part of her being, and it attracted me, like light attracts the moth people.
Oh, come on.
I wanted to be
Fall
the
for it,
microphone
man.
as she whispers her melodies, or the pillow she rests her feet on while reading some cheap romance. I wanted to be her nightdress, barely touching, barely covering her marble skin.
Jeez, man, jeez.
But I was a cop, and a lifetime wouldn't be enough to rid myself of what a woman like her hides under her makeup. Keep your distance, Sonny. Just keep your distance.
Think about Molly. It's supposed to be her room.
I bet you spend a lot of your time staring into the mirror. Do you even recognize yourself?
Maybe you were trying to be rude, but, you know, that's a very good question.
I was just trying to be rude.
Oh, really? Well, then I'm sorry.
Don't mention it.
Don't get that interchange whatsoever.
Gee, that is a, unique picture. And kind of daring. I admit I've never seen anything quite like it before.
Yes, I admit it's a little daring. I keep it. It evokes good memories. A precious old friend of mine. A most wonderful artist.
He's got an eye, that's for sure, considering his model.
Was that
I've got
supposed to
eyes
be
too,
some
but
kind of compliment?
I don't know. I don't compliment often. Not on purpose, anyway.
Oh, you're funny.
supposed to leave? Or
This woman's aware of her charm, and she knows how to use it. A rare and dangerous combination.
How do you like your bourbon, Mr. Featherland?
In a
shaken.
glass. But thanks, I had a couple before I came. I feel like this may be a long night.
Does
I
everybody
hope it
drink
doesn't
bourbon?
bother you if I have one myself.
I get offended if women don't drink in my company.
Oh, you are a funny guy.
So I've been told. Anyway, lovely room.
Yes. Look, Mr. Featherland.
It's sunny. Saves us a lot of time.
Okay, Sonny.
So, why am I here?
You know, men tend to babble in my presence.
It must be exhausting.
It is. But you're not the type to beat around the bush.
Is it too banal if I tell you it's an occupational hazard?
Terribly.
So can I start the unpleasant questions?
I've asked you here so you can do what you do best.
Really? I thought you asked because you wanted me to investigate for you. But if you'd rather be drinking...
You do have a sense of humor. How reassuring.
Only if I'm a bit hungover. That's usually quite common.
Oh, please drop the act about being the alcoholic, heartbroken ex-cop, Sonny.
He is an alcoholic.
It would undoubtedly suit you, but I've seen you scanning my room. From the second you set foot in here, you started working, and everything I say gets sorted in your brain. Am I right?
That's a bit of an exaggeration, but yeah, it's something like that.
Well then, Sonny, come at me.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, that's something I don't hear often. With pleasure.
Get our book up here. Let's see. Ben is trying very hard to change the subject when it comes to the threats. We got mysterious woman indeed. It seems dangerous too, but she's undoubtedly in serious trouble. So am I. Really busy with some kind of meat substitute business. Strange. Alright, that's all I got. Okay.
Natasha is a confident woman. I can exploit that. But I must be careful. Every part of her oozes danger.
I know, those claws in the teeth. Confident.
That was a remarkable performance.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Do you perform here frequently? You're also the owner, if I'm not mistaken.
Sadly, I don't have the time, but the stage still calls my name, and I perform just a few times a year, and always with a new song.
So that was all the excitement.
I have many admirers, if that's what you mean. Yes.
The picture on the wall
picture.
is quite daring.
Only if you knew how old I was at the time.
I think I'm on a slippery slope here.
Come on, don't be shy. Ask me.
All right. How old were you?
Old enough?
Did you really believe I'd tell you?
You're quite a player, aren't you?
Life is anything but a game, detective.
You tell me.
It's only +5.
Do you think one of your admirers might be behind the threats?
Those who admire me usually idolize me. No, I don't think it's one of them.
You know, the soul of an animal is extremely complicated.
Is
Sometimes all it takes is a bad look or some small rejection to turn admiration into hate.
That's a stillborn theory. No one hates me if they once loved me, Mr. Detective.
Ah, I see.
Okay, so she's confident, mysterious, and cold. You think of the first one or the second one?
Do you
I'll
have
go
any
with the second
material evidence concerning the threats?
You may think I'm irresponsible, but I didn't keep any of it. I simply couldn't bear to look at them.
Didn't you think maybe the police would need it?
I didn't think I needed the police. Moreover, do you think the girlfriend of Ibn Whistler could ever turn to the cops?
Yes.
I see. So, what about me? How do I come into the picture?
It sounds ridiculous, but you're my last hope.
That does sound ridiculous, but I accept. My ego and old habit.
You can't do anything else, can you?
Something like that. A leopard can't change its spots.
Oh, it
Even
can.
behind the diamond skin lies the truth. It doesn't matter how hard Natasha's trying to hide it. She's scared.
Oh, shoot.
Now I must concentrate to finally find out what I want to know.
Dun dun dun.
What was in those threats, exactly?
Threatening
The
words.
message itself is not a threat. It's just a word.
But a word again and again is threatening.
Exactly.
So,
You really don't have any idea which word could be used for a woman like me?
I guess I do. Yes.
I don't.
I think I know what it could be.
Whore.
Oh.
That got your tongue? Am I right? You heard it. I said what you were thinking. And yes, that was in the message. That was printed on the paper and painted on my wall in giant red letters.
Well, thank you for your honesty.
Do a dangerous relationship between you.
No one's ever seen the culprit? Not even a shadow?
That's one of the most curious things. Ibn has men everywhere, literally, my shadows, ghosts in every alley. But no one saw anything.
One of them could be the culprit.
Ibn pays his animals well, and is the
doesn't
most
mean anything.
dangerous man in the city. A combination that nullifies your theory, I believe.
Maybe, ma'am. Love is capable of insane miracles and miraculous insanity.
What poetry. Did you ever think about writing a book?
Never. I'm afraid I'd learn too much about myself.
Maybe that's the point. I would read about you. Not like the chicken police Pulp Fiction.
Furry hell. Do you read that trash?
Like everyone else in the city.
Oh, great.
I think it's flattering, even as badly written tales of heroes in the gutter.
You enjoy it?
Oh, just a little, Sonny. Just a little.
Let's see. Lover, a husband, maybe. Oh, she's confident.
A dark shadow from the past. An ex-lover. A husband, maybe.
I'm surprised you asked that just now.
Well, I have my habits. Some call my methods peculiar.
What a curious way to put it.
I'm a curious kind of fellow. So?
I've never been married, and I don't really have any serious relationship before Hobart.
A more dangerous, not serious relationship, maybe?
I've never been with anyone long enough for them to hate me.
Love is just another face of hate.
So is hate a face of love then?
I guess. Were you on the run?
No, Mr. Featherland. I came to Clawville with a clean slate, and I'd like to believe it will stay that way.
You mean as the girlfriend of Ibn Wessler, the biggest mob boss in Clawville? Yeah, good luck with that. Natasha is a mysterious woman, but I must gouge out at least one of her secrets. Enough games. It's time to know why I'm here.
Alrighty.
Let's
go.
Stop beating about the bush. How do you know Molly?
I'm prepared for that question, but it's still not easy.
You knew very well that if you threw in the name of my wife, I'd come to you no matter how vague and suspicious the case was. I just want to know if you're simply a manipulator or you're really that desperate.
I really know her. I'm not lying.
Oh, really? How? Were you a nurse, too? Forgive me, but I don't think so.
Don't be rude and so cynical, Sonny.
I'm sorry, but that's me when feline claws are at my throat.
Molly is an old and good friend of mine. She has nothing to do with this, but I knew that if I didn't mention it to you, you wouldn't have come.
Yeah, Natasha, you're right there.
I knew you were a decent fowl, that you would help me. That's what you're famous for.
Don't go there. Flattery doesn't work.
Look, forgive me. I shouldn't have brought your wife into this.
You're right, you shouldn't have. But to be honest, I don't think she's my wife anymore. On paper she is, but I haven't seen her in years.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Really?
I did. I knew. I checked you out before I sent Deborah.
Cluck me. This case is getting more and more intriguing.
Go with this one.
You played me from the start, didn't you?
It wasn't my intention.
I'm an old cock, Natasha. I've played too many of these games, and I've been on the losing side often enough.
So, you're going to walk away?
You're damn right. I don't know if it's worth it for me.
Look, Sonny, money's not an issue.
Oh, yeah,
Yep, I don't care about
I
money.
already mentioned that. But unfortunately, it'll be hard to spend all that dough when I'm dead.
Dead? Don't even say that.
Do you have a gun?
Me?
Of course you, Natasha. Do you have it on you?
Not at the moment.
Well, let me give you some advice. Keep it with you, always. Maybe in your purse.
You don't think they, whoever they are, would hurt me?
Don't be naive, Natasha.
You're right. I'll keep it with me.
I don't want to scare you, but 2 cops snooping around can mess something like this up, even if it's just 2 roosters.
You'll keep snooping? Thank you, Sonny.
Maybe you're getting yourself into even deeper trouble with me. Thank me when this is all over.
Oh, 90%. Ah, just enough. Shoot.
Just one more thing, Sonny.
Yes, Princess.
Please, come to 37 Rochester Street in Flower Town tonight. I'd like to show you something that could be of a great help in your investigation.
I was afraid this was coming. Why there? Why not here and now?
It's something I keep hidden there. I won't take the risk of Ibn or one of his men seeing it.
Isn't Ibn too dangerous to keep secrets from?
Sonny, a woman is naked without secrets. I knew you would understand.
Oh yeah, I understand everything. So, when do we meet? The night is almost over.
I'll be there in an hour. Don't be early, and don't be too late.
Look, Natasha, you know...
Please, this is very important to me.
Sure, I get it. I'll be there.
Thank you.
Until later, Natasha.
Goodbye, Sonny.
Bye. It's a new item. The key. That's all you gotta say about it. Alrighty, well, that was a lot of fun. I might keep going with this. It's not much of a game per se. It's sort of just a nice story to sit along with. I'd have to say more than anything else, but pointing, clicking, and then sticky things if you're looking into other like pictures and things. But it isn't much of a game. Or even like a point and click. It's got a little bit of gaming stuff, but other than that, I enjoy it. The music's great. I'll probably try to find the soundtrack. So I'll think about streaming this again. Oops, I didn't think that would start the sound. But I might just play it on my own time. It just seems like more of a fun game to play. So sorry, I was talking really quickly. Tomorrow's I'll Let Loose. It's after tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. Friday, maybe we'll do some Helldivers this weekend at some point. On either Friday or Saturday, depending on who gets on and stuff like that. We'll probably do Helldivers, so maybe that'll become something regular. So, till tomorrow night. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys later.